It is time for your Players Roundtable and the top 100 players right now. We got Cliff Floyd, Yonder Alonso, Adam Wainwright join us for this fun conversation.
Waino.
This is going to be fun. Each one of these guys did their homework, their personal top 5 players in the game. Now, Cliff Floyd has taken part in this roundtable more than the other 3, so you're the seasoned veteran. You've given us some memorable lists. I don't need to go any deeper into that. Cliff, go ahead. Kick us off.
You know what? I love my list. It's a winner from top to bottom. But you know what, Shohei? I didn't forget you this time, big dog. I will take no flack. You right where you belong at the top. But I do have a guy in Mookie Betts that you have to look at and go, this is what I love about my list. Mookie Betts, people going to go, what? No, he's a star. He's a winner. He's going to give you everything he got. He's versatile. He can play gold glove defense at every position. So I love that list right there, fellas. Now beat that.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. If Serena Williams misses a couple grand slams, he doesn't get the #1 ranking in the world. You
man, get out of
put
here.
Mookie Betts in there. I'm all about games played and production. You got to put Jose Ramirez in there as my 5. That's right. When you look at that list, it's a great list. I like Juan Soto, Bobby Witt, Judgy, and obviously Shohei Ohtani. It should really be the list from 2 to 5. Shohei's from Mars. He's not a real human. We all know that. But Jose Ramirez, he can carry a team. It's about time we put him as a top 5 player. Third base ranks from 2024. He's at first.
I'm not knocking that.
Both lists are great. It's the first time we've ever had a pitcher's perspective for the top 5 right now.
Okay.
Adam, go ahead. Give us your top 5.
Yeah, and I think he's actually right about Jose. I mean, I think he's one of the most not talked about players in all of baseball. And I love Aaron Judge, and all you Yankee fans out there that are going to get mad at me. He's not in my top 5. Not because
Here you go. There you go. Are you tripping?
There's some guys that need talking about that don't get talked about enough. And let me tell you something right now. It all starts on the bump. And Tarek Skubal might win the next 5 Cy Youngs. But let me tell you something. One guy that nobody would put this man in the top 5, my guy Wheeler. If you said, Adam, pick somebody to start game 7 from the game now, or maybe from all time, I'm picking Zach Wheeler.
Okay,
this guy
hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me ask you this. So you don't need no runs, no run support?
Yeah.
Because pitchers only going 5 innings.
Not when Wheeler's on the mound, you don't need. And not when Skubal's on the mound, you don't need.
So how you going to win the game?
And if they still let pitchers hit, they might hit the home run to win.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Yonder, you better say something. You better say something, bro.
I'm just saying, what happens if you win on Monday? What happens Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? You want to talk about game 7. What happens in game 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Facts.
But see how you started at game 2. You started at game 2 because Wheeler he won game 1 already.
I got to believe. I'm glad you said Yankee fans. I know you're going to be mad.
Yeah.
You had to sweat leaving Aaron Judge off your top 5 players. That had to be the most glaring omission for you.
Look, if I was going to put a top 5 list of position players, Aaron Judge would be in there every single time. But you know what? Pitchers, we don't get the love, and they're the best athletes on the field, Greg. The best athletes.
How'd you get Gunnar Henderson in there? How'd you get Gunnar Henderson in there?
Because here, I'll tell you what. Gunnar Henderson, because if not for a legendary season from Aaron Judge last year. Gunnar Henderson was my MVP last year. He was the guy that I tuned in. I said, oh, I want to see the highlights. Who did I want to see? I wanted to see Gunnar Henderson. He's leading that young Baltimore team. I love him.
No Soto, no Judge, no Lindor, no Ramirez, no Mookie.
Hey,
man.
And I love all these pitches.
Got his $700 million. He doesn't need any more flowers. Let me give some flowers.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about performance. What's happening inside the yard, inside those white lines, every day?
Name 3 pitchers better than Zach Wheeler. Do it.
I'll name you Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Bobby Witt, and Jose Ramirez.
I'm kind of speechless. I don't even know what to say.
I'm going to predict next year's top 5 for Adam Wainwright. Number 1 will be Shohei Ohtani. Number 2 will be Tarek Skubal. Number 3 will be Zach Wheeler. Number 4 will be Chris Sale. Number 5 will be Paul Skeens. All 5 guys starting pitchers in Ohtani.
And we can just throw all this away.
Guys, that was so fun. Adam, thank you for opening our minds. That was
Adam,
I love the anti-group thinker. That was so fun.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome at home. You're welcome at home. We got to take a break. Still ahead. I love this. Whose swing is this? A silhouette swing. Oh, I got it. I 100% have this swing memorized. take another look. Whoever this player is number 12 on our countdown.
All right, we're bringing up the bells and whistles here in Studio 21. It's a little something we call last banner standing. So the power rankings entering 2025, according to USA Today, look like this. Dodgers, Yankees, Braves, Phillies, Mets, and Orioles. Those are the top 6 teams in baseball, according to USA Today. So now, as you check out our gorgeous studio, a little something we call last banner standing. I'm going to throw a topic to Case. Now he's going to pick the strongest one. They will stay. The one that is the weakest will head to the heavens. And that's why, in essence, it is called last banner standing. As I explain what exactly we're doing. So the first topic here, most intimidating top of the order of these 6 teams, Sean Casey.
Don't forget, this is the top 6 teams in the game. So we're going through it. We're like, okay, this is the best. Yeah. Well, when you look at it, you got to go to the Dodgers, right? You look at the top of their order. I mean, you could go Ohtani Betts. You could go Betts Freeman. You could go Ohtani Freeman. I don't think it gets much better than that. It doesn't get much better than that three-headed monster right there. And if we're talking about the top 2, you can mix and match either one of those guys. That's why I had to go with the Dodgers.
So Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, MVP, MVP, MVP. The better question is, who's the weakest of the 6?
There's a lot of great matchups, a lot of great guys in these lineups. And so you're talking about the weakest of the top 6.
Correct.
I'm gonna have probably in the Orioles. The Orioles lineup, you know, of all the top 6.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, in this lineup, I think Gunnar Henderson's going to be a superstar, future MVP candidate. Adley Rutschman had a little bit of a down year last year offensively, so maybe out of these top 6 teams, that's the weakest link in the lineup.
Yeah, Rutschman had a poor second half. You're right, O'Hearn. Not exactly Shohei Ohtani or Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and thus the Orioles get sent into the heavens. All right, scariest.
What a game.
I love it so far. Love the music, too. Scariest in the base pass case of these teams.
Scariest on the base pass probably has to be the Dodgers again, right?
Wow,
I tried to go elsewhere, but at the end of the day, I looked at Ohtani stealing 59 bags. Teoscar got 12. Mookie got 16, and, you know, and he was banged up a lot of the year. Even Freeman and Rojas stuck in, threw in a 9 and an 8. I just feel like they're the best team on the base pass.
All right, so who gets eliminated now? Who's the worst in the base pass of our remaining 5 teams?
I'm gonna have to probably go with the Yankees, right? Kind of scuffled on the bases a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got Volpe, who stole 28 bags. Jazz being there,
yes,
definitely gonna help them. There's no doubt. Judgy stole 10, but they had a minus 16.9 base running runs last year, which is the MLB worst. So hopefully they'll get that going, but for this game that we're making up, they're going to the heavens.
Wow, the New York Yankees are not going to be the last banner standing. Early upset, perhaps, for some as the Yankees go out. Okay, next topic. We're down to 4. Best bullpen of these 4.
Well, I don't want to say the Dodgers, but then I have to say
you can't say the Dodgers.
I'm trying not to say them. I literally am trying not to say them. I'm trying to pick another team. But I mean, when you look at the Dodgers bullpen, they had one of the best bullpens in the game. 3.53 bullpen ERA last year, which was 4th, and then they added Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates.
Ridiculous.
In free agency. So I mean, they only get better. And you know, when you look at what they have too, Phillips and Gratterall, they'll be coming back from some injuries, so there's some few arms trying. I mean, I don't know, man. I tried to actually figure something else out, but I just couldn't do it.
Dodgers have gone 3 straight. So again, the better question becomes, who's going to be eliminated? Who is the weakest link?
Wow.
Goodbye.
Of these 6 teams, the weakest link is probably the Mets.
Ooh.
When I look at the Mets and I look at what they have, I think one of the biggest things, Edwin Diaz had a 3.52 ERA last year. But look at the ERAs here.
Oh my God.
You look at a lot of 1s on the Dodgers side, and then you look at the Mets, and you know, but I'm saying the 3s and the 4s. Obviously, they'll probably be a little bit better this year, but I don't know.
This is
ridiculous. You tell me.
You're right.
You would tell me. I tried to pivot. I tried to pivot. I couldn't pivot.
How about the Mets just going off to the heavens here?
There go the Mets off to the heavens.
All right, the next topic, most defensively sound.
Wow.
Down to 3 here.
Well, what I'm going to try to do is go away from the Dodgers here. But it turns out I can't.
This is
I'm back to the
4 straight Dodgers.
I'm back to the Dodgers. You know, listen, they have a 6-time Gold Glove outfielder moving to shortstop. That's how good these guys in Betts. Plus 66 defensive runs saved last year, 3rd best in Major League Baseball. They're just really good all around. You know, outfield, infield. This is a team that's really good at saving runs and really good at the pitchers love these guys.
No, you're right. Defensive runs saved. The Dodgers are great. That makes me think, though, who's going to be eliminated here? We got Braves and Phillies. Who goes?
The Phillies are going to go up to the heavens.
Oh, man.
Yeah, middle of the pack last year, +3 defensive runs saved. Obviously, Romuto's got a pair of Gold Gloves. Harper's great over there at first. Yeah. Trey Turner, they got some good pieces. But when you look at the numbers, you got to look at the numbers, man.
Okay.
You look at the numbers, you go, the defensive runs saved. Look at the Dodgers at +66. Phillies are sitting there at +3.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, that's a pretty glaring.
Off they go.
Okay, so the Phillies are.
Don't forget, these are the top 6 teams.
Yeah, I know you're right. Good news is Eagles win the Super Bowl. The parade taking place Friday. Not great news for the Phillies. They go to the heavens. Jalen Hurts, we love him, the MVP. All right, so the last question now becomes, this is it, we're down to 2. You can feel the excitement building.
Yeah, right.
The topic is best rotation. Wow. Is it going to be the Dodgers or the Braves?
That's a great question. Where are the Yankees? Because obviously I think they should be in it, but they were out of here because of base running.
That's the problem.
Right? But I think when you look at the Dodgers and the Braves, you have to kind of look at the depth of the Dodgers. I mean, seriously.
Kershaw's a 5.
Hang on a second. Blake Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow. Oh, wait, we just got Roki Sasaki. That's no big deal because then we just signed Kershaw to be a number 5.
Right.
Gonsolin's nasty. They haven't been healthy. Miller, Knack, those guys are all coming back. And don't forget there's a guy named Shohei Ohtani that's going to show up in May at some point. I got to think they got the best rotation.
It's terrifying.
Am I crazy?
I do want to see the Braves off.
Let's see the Braves. Okay.
For comparisons, I love Sale. Cy Young Award winner.
Listen, Sale, love Chris Sale. Cy Young. Strider's going to be back at some point. I have Tommy John. Lopez took a step forward in going into the rotation. Schwellenbach was so good. Holmes, Anderson, those other guys are good, but they're not the list that we just showed, which is literally a bunch of number 1s.
From last man standing to last banner standing.
So the Braves are off to the heavens.
It was almost, that was a rout for the LA Dodgers. The Braves can only hope it'll be a different situation come playoff time. That's right. Lift them up. Away they go.
And we tried to do everything we could.
I like the Dodgers. At least you gave me a write-in vote for the Yankees.
Yes.
Best rotation.
The Yankees were adding Max Fried with Cole and Rodon.
Luis Gil, Rookie of the Year.
Luis Gil, come on, you kidding me?
Clark Schmidt.
Yeah, Clark Schmidt. Stroman's sitting there at 6.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty deep rotation, but the base running killed the Yankees. The Dodgers end up staying down here on Earth.
Bree making the most of Studio 21.
Making the most of
Great stuff here. All right. Still to come here at MLB Tonight as we keep grinding away on last banner standing. Plenty more to discuss here on the program, including, well, you know what? We're going to do a little talk about the LA Dodgers, and honestly, we're cramming. We're cramming right now. Down goes Case. We're cramming right now in class for off-season grades.
Elementary desk. Too small.
The music again, yes.
ついにやってくれました。大谷翔平。やはり彼は異次元の存在ですね。このランキングの話題になるたびに彼の名前が必ずと言っていいほど上がるのも納得です。MVP を獲得し、二刀流の偉業を成し遂げ、そして今、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースで新たな歴史を刻もうとしている彼のプレーを目の当たりにすると、まるで夢を見ているような気分になります。それにしても、この議論、白熱しましたね。大谷翔平はもはや1位確定。議論するのは2位以下だけという意見には、もう完全に同意せざるを得ません。実際、彼のプレーを見れば見るほど、その卓越した才能に驚かされるばかりです。投げても打っても超一流。まさに、規格外の選手です。どんなランキングであっても、彼の名前がトップに来るのは当然でしょう。試合を左右するだけの影響力を持つ選手がどれほどいるでしょうか。彼がいるだけで試合の流れが変わる。ピッチャーとしてもバッターとしてもゲームチェンジャーになれる唯一無二の存在。それが大谷翔平です。ただ、それだけではありません。ドジャースに加入してからの大谷翔平の影響力は単に成績だけでは語り尽くせないものがあります。彼の存在がチーム全体の士気を引き上げ、ロッカールームの雰囲気を明るくし、チームメイトを奮い立たせているんです。リーダーシップがあり、チームのために全力を尽くす姿勢は、まさにスーパースターの証。そして、そのスーパースターが、新天地であるドジャースでどんな伝説を作っていくのか、想像するだけで胸が高鳴ります。そして、彼の周りにも注目すべき選手たちが揃っています。ムーキー・ベッツやフレディ、フリーマンといったスーパースターとともに、まさに、ドリームチームが出来上がりつつありますね。打線の破壊力、守備力、投手陣の厚み、すべてが揃ったドジャースの強さは、 これからさらに際立っていくでしょう。まさに史上最強のチームと言っても過言ではありません。そしてその中心にいるのが他でもない大谷翔平です。彼の加入によってチームのバランスがどう変わるのか、すでにワールドシリーズ制覇への期待が高まっています。さらにランキングの議論の中ではザック・ウィーラーやガナー、ヘンダーソンのような才能あふれる選手たちの名前も挙がりました。彼らも今後の MLB を牽引していく存在でしょう。しかしその中でもやはり大谷翔平の特別感は際立っていますね。彼は地球人じゃない、火星から来た男なんていう冗談ももはや冗談とは言えないほど彼の実力は別格です。投手としてエース級、打者として MVP 級、この2つを同時に成し遂げてしまう選手など過去に誰もいなかった、まさに歴史を超えた存在と言えるでしょう。そんな大谷翔平がついにロサンゼルスドジャースのユニフォームを着て戦うシーズンが始まる。考えただけでワクワクが止まりません。皆さんもそうじゃないですか。これからのシーズンドジャースの戦い、そして大谷翔平のパフォーマンスから一瞬たりとも目を離せませんね。彼がどんな成績を残すのか、どんな歴史を作るのか、1試合ごとに語り継がれる瞬間が待っているはずです。そしてこれからの試合も全力で追いかけていくので、ぜひ皆さんもチャンネル登録して一緒に応援しましょう。もし今日のランキングについて何か意見があれば、ぜひコメント欄で教えてください。皆さんのトップ5も聞いてみたいですし、大谷翔平についてどんな期待を持っているのかも気になります。皆さんの声がこのチャンネルのエネルギーになります。では次回の動画でまたお会いしましょう。それまでにロサンゼルスドジャースを全力で応援しながら大谷翔平のさらなる伝説に期待しましょう。今シーズン彼がまた新たなページを MLB の歴史に刻んでくれるはずです。